Accident Man!
Accident Man!
True. It was good.
Mm-hmm. Accident Man, 2018.
That was our review. It was good.
Yeah, it was.
TLDR. Anyway.
Yeah, 2018, directed by Jesse V. Johnson. And, this is my favorite Jesse V. Johnson movie.
Yes.
Yep.
I'd have to see the list, but it was pretty up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesse V. Johnson, of course, directed films like Pit Fighter, what was that? The Fifth Commandment, and a lot of things that are not as good as those two films. Neither of those two films are exactly masterpieces either. He also directed Savage Dog, which is mostly complete garbage.
But watch the last 20 minutes.
Last 20 minutes are completely awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we were a little worried about this one.
Yes.
Yep.
Because this is basically Scott Adkins' passion project.
I love Scott Adkins' passion project.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, when he was a kid, he read this comic book that he really liked called Accident Man. It's the comic's by a guy named Pat Mills, who I think was the guy who started, 2000 AD or whatever the hell that was? British comic. Pretty famous.
Yeah, I think it was 2000.
It's where Judge Dredd came from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Now, Pat Mills didn't create Judge Dredd, but he did take it over when the guy who created it left for a while. So he was a big contributor to that. Now, I've never read Accident Man. The panels I have seen online, the art is kind of bad.
Good.
But I'm going to have to track it down anyway, just to see how it matches up with the movie.
Yeah. Ow.
Because the movie's fucking awesome.
Yes,
Yep.
it is.
Seriously.
Okay, written by Scott Adkins and a guy named Stu Small. Scott Adkins hasn't really written anything else. Stu Small hasn't written anything really worth noting, although he was assistant director on the first episode of Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
Shit, yeah.
Huh.
Everything is connected.
Everything is connected.
Also, Stu Small played a character in this movie named Archie Rudd. We'll get to him in a moment.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
So, how does this thing start?
A man should never be late to his own death.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Scott Adkins waiting in an apartment. Upset at the rudeness of a man who's late to his own death.
Yes.
The guy shows up, sees, what was it, an expensive watch on his own shelf or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Gets out a footstool,
Mm-hmm.
Climbs up to look at it.
and there's a rope around his neck.
He gets hung.
Yeah.
Well, first he's like, "Do you know who I am?" And Scott's like, "Yeah, man, you're 25K.
Kicks the
New
stool
bike.
out from under him.
Yep.
And that's our introduction to our hero,
Oh yeah, he takes a
Mike
selfie
Fallon.
with the
Yes.
corpse.
He does.
I don't know if the dude's quite dead yet. He's dying.
Yeah.
Takes a while to strangle.
He's a corpse, more or less.
So, yeah, this is Mike Fallon, our hero, played by Scott Adkins from, well,
Everything that's...
a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Many good things.
The Ninja movies, the Undisputed movies, at least one, just one, Universal Soldier, etc. Yeah, his character is a hitman who makes his kills look like accidents, or, in this case, suicide. So...
Yeah, I don't see how you could accidentally set all that up.
Yeah, true.
There's probably some way, but I can't really justify spending the time to figure it out.
Mhm.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
I suppose.
You'd want
It's
to
not
be
the
way
best-
more careful with
Yeah,
that.
you don't really want to stand on a stool for your autoerotic asphyxiation.
That's true.
So, do we go to the bar next?
Yes.
The Royal.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God, yeah, we go to that bar next, right.
Yes.
Because he needs to let off some steam.
By paying the bodyguards to fuck off for 15 minutes so he can beat the shit out of everyone.
Well, the bouncers, but yeah.
Ah, whatever. Those dudes.
But yes, he does. He picks a fight with some guy who's harassing... Well, was she a waitress or just another bar patron?
I've had
No idea.
Anyway, yeah, what does he say to the guy?
Hey, Tubbs.
Yeah, yeah. I think this is he takes this guy out with like one punch, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And then everybody else in the bar he takes out.
Just about,
Destroys.
yeah.
Yeah, over it is the voiceover of him saying, "I don't just fight people anymore. I fucking destroy them."
And he demonstrates broken arms, everything.
Shattered kneecaps.
When he's walking out, he offers to light a dude's cigarette, then punches him in the fucking head, knocks him out.
Yeah.
He does that, yes. And then he goes to the actual bar, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Oasis.
Mm-hmm.
Where we meet
The team.
the
Yeah.
club,
Mm-hmm. First, there's Carnage Cliff.
Yep.
who's a big man with a beard, and he likes axes and hacking people up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we're introduced to someone, we see a little montage of them killing people.
Mhm.
Yep.
His is really disturbing.
Mhm.
It's kind of great.
Yeah. And there's Poison Pete.
Yep.
Who's very rat-like and creepy.
Yeah.
Doesn't really say much. In fact,
He only knows
kinda
12
just-
words.
Yeah. He poisons people.
Yeah, obviously.
There's Mick and Mac.
Mick and Mac.
Who are-
Mercenaries.
Yeah, mercenaries.
Now, let's see. Mick and Mac are played by Michael Jai White as Mick, of course, from Blood and Bone, Black Dynamite.
Spawn.
He was in Spawn, yeah. Yeah, he's in a bunch of stuff.
But he was in good shit, too.
Yeah. Michael Jai White is an excellent martial artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mac is played by Ray Park, who was in The Phantom Menace, where he was obviously Darth Maul. He was in X-Men, where he was Toad. He was in the G.I. Joe movies, where he was Snake Eyes.
Oh!
What? That was him?
That was him.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Like one of the better parts, or the only good parts of that film.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Jane the Ripper, played by Amy Johnston.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Her
Because they let her do things.
Yes,
Mhm.
finally. I've been following Amy Johnston for like a while because she's in a bunch of really good YouTube fight scenes,
They are fucking amazing.
but not in a lot of good like movie fight scenes.
It's frustrating.
Pretty much until now, there's been nothing.
She's so awesome.
Yeah, she was in Lady Blood Fight.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So, whatever. She's called Jane the Ripper in this.
Yeah.
And she seduces dudes and then murders them.
Mhm.
And maybe also cuts off their genitalia.
We don't
There,
really
there
know.
is a rumor that she has a cabinet filled with the genitalia of her victims. What does he say? That'd be a lot of dicks?
That's a lot of cocks in the cupboard.
Yes.
Yeah.
A shitload of cocks in the cupboard.
Shitload of cocks in the cupboard,
I
if
wrote
you know
a
what I mean.
lot of quotes from this movie.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, this is more quotable than your average Scott Adkins film.
Well,
I ain't got no fucking friends
Yeah.
aside.
Yeah, well, he helped write it, so
Yeah.
of course he's got the great lines.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, then there's Finicky Fred,
Finicky Fred.
who makes a bunch of weird shit and kills
Yeah.
people with it. Like,
at random.
At random.
yeah, he uses a phone book and he just picks a random
That's where he
name.
tests out the weird shit and then
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
out and kill people with said weird shit.
Except most of his weird shit just straight up doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's why he's got to test it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And his new thing is he's been making band-aids that kill you.
Yeah, basically they induce anaphylaxis.
Yes.
Which is terrifying to think about.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, definitely.
And also, band-aids do give my sister anaphylaxis.
That
so-
is true.
So he wouldn't even need the stuff that does that.
No, his might
Yeah.
actually... Well, I guess I just did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Hopefully he's not trying to kill my sister.
Hopefully.
Well, she's not in the English phone book, I don't believe.
I would be surprised.
You never know, man.
I would be very surprised if she was.
Anyway, we meet the dude in charge.
Big Ray.
Big Ray, played by Ray Stevenson, who was in Punisher Warzone as Punisher. He was also in a movie called Big Game that we covered on the podcast.
Big game.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Which one was that?
Samuel L. Jackson played the president.
I was not there for
Oh,
that.
that one.
Yeah.
Right, with the kid from
Yeah.
Strange Wilderness.
Strange Wilderness?
No, that wasn't the kid. It was the kid from Rare Imports.
That's the one. Which one's Strange Wilderness?
It's the other movie by that guy. No, that's Hunt for the Wilder People. I don't know which one Strange Wilderness
And that's a
is.
completely different director, too.
I'm so confused.
Apparently. What the fuck is... in the comments, if you could tell us what Strange Wilderness is, because we're lost.
Yeah. I'm lost.
I'm very lost.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Milton.
Oh yeah, Milton's there too, played by David Paymer, who is in basically everything.
More or less.
He's one of the that guy guys.
Yes.
I didn't recognize him at all.
Mm.
I guess you haven't seen any of the movies he's in.
Or you have and just didn't notice him. He's again that guy. So
Yeah.
yeah, he is their what? Agent, accountant,
Connection account.
whatever.
Dude?
He's the guy who just sets up the hits.
Yeah.
So he's basically an agent.
More or less.
Basically he streamlined everything so it's harder to get caught.
Right.
So that's why he's in the business, even though everybody hates him. They even had to post on over the bar. One of the rules is you don't beat him up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's in all caps.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, Mike gets another 2 jobs from him,
Yeah, he's
Yes.
got to kill the Satanic Mechanics.
who are a metal band. Yeah, and
It's the dude whose name I can't remember.
Well, we go over the golden rules first.
oh yeah, Ray has some rules.
Don't
Three
get
of them.
angry.
Don't make it personal,
Don't
Or-
get caught.
or no personal connections, or
Don't
whatever.
get involved.
Involved, not angry, not involved, and not caught.
Right.
Yes.
Which
Also,
astounds me because how the fuck did they not get Cliff yet?
I don't know, honestly.
he probably just kills them too.
Yeah.
But yeah, at some point in the conversation between them all, Jane the Ripper says she has, and I quote, a 10 o'clock bang and shank.
Yeah. So, Mike gets his jobs, including Archie Rudd, the accountant.
Well, no, he had that one.
He
Yeah,
had it,
he was
but
just waiting for the right time, but then Milton's like, hey, if you do it by the end of tomorrow, they'll pay you double.
And he's like, oh, right.
Yeah.
So, first we see him kill a band.
Their sound equipment is a little iffy.
Faulty.
So
he's-
it's...
All he has to do is pour some beer on the electronics.
Mm-hmm.
And they all die, and the
The lead singer
The
falls
front
into the
man, yeah,
crowd,
and
and...
he's-
They're like, woo, crowd surfing. Ah!
Yeah. So then, Archie. Mike's perched on top of a roof with, an air gun?
Yeah.
CO2.
yeah,
Mhm.
it shoots glass.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah. And he's just waiting for the right car to come along at the right velocity on the right angle.
And as he's telling us this, it happens.
Yeah.
So he shoots a tire, and it spins out and slams the dude into a fucking wall and kills him.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Very much so.
kind
The
of
dude
amazing.
inside's just screaming.
I would be too.
Uh-huh.
And crying and vomiting.
Mhm.
That's horrible.
So, after that's done, Milton calls him and is like, hey, so you're gonna need to go pick up your payment, whatever stuff thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike's like, well, that seems wrong.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he goes to wherever he's supposed to go, and some
Mhm.
dude shows up on a motorcycle and starts shooting at him a lot.
Yeah, with a machine gun, which is... You can't really aim with one of those things.
Not
Yeah.
from on a bike.
Not at all. They're not made for aim. They're
No.
made to provide cover,
Yeah.
basically. So, Mike jumps behind a car.
And he's fine.
Yeah.
So then the dude tries to ride at him, and as I called it, gets drop kicked off the fucking motorcycle.
To be fair, the dude's not trying to ride at him. He's trying to leave the alley because the way he chose to leave was blocked.
Yeah, but then he turns around and starts riding directly at
Yeah,
him.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, flying drop kick off a motorcycle. And the guy tries to fight.
And he's pretty good, but he's just not good enough.
Well, he's trying to do like some flashy stuff,
Yeah.
and it's unnecessary. And, you know, Mike doesn't.
He doesn't play.
Yeah, he's not having any of it. And the whole time, he's just telling him everything he's doing wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and says that he's a disgrace to his profession.
Yeah. By the way, this character that's getting heavily beaten right now, played by Tim Mann, the fight choreographer,
Oh, cool.
who of course was the fight choreographer on Ninja 2,
Cool.
and some other stuff. And oh god, right. So after he's beat on him for a while, the dude's like telling him, yeah, I'll never tell, I won't tell you anything. And so Mike just sort of gets him in this weird grip around the neck and says, don't worry, I don't want to know anything. And just breaks his fucking neck.
And sets it up to make it look like he crashed his motorcycle into a car.
Yeah, broke his neck on the curb.
Yeah. It's kind of great.
Yeah,
Mhm.
kinda.
Doesn't have an answer for the bullet holes, though.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So...
Oh god, then he gets the phone call about his ex-girlfriend, right?
Yep, she's dead.
Yep.
Yeah, they established the ex-girlfriend in conversation in the bar, which is probably the clunkiest dialogue in the movie.
Yeah.
But now that we've established her, we've established that she's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And she was pregnant.
Yes, with
With
his
his
kid.
child.
Yeah. He learns all this from her girlfriend, named Charlie Adams, played by an actress named Ashley Greene, who was apparently in the Twilight movies.
Oh,
Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was like, what's his name's sister or something. One of the vampires.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Edmund?
I'll take your word for it.
I don't know.
Edward?
Edgar. Okay, so
Yeah.
we've got that settled. She was also in Butter, which was written by the guy who wrote the Wonka screenplay.
Oh, the poor woman.
Why?
So needless to say, this movie is better than what she usually does.
Yeah. Put it high on your resume, lady.
Mhm. So, what's next?
Well, he goes to crime scene
Yep.
because he thinks something's weird.
Oh yeah, he gets the copy of the incident report from the police and sees in the toxicology that there's
Truth serum.
truth serum in her blood.
And he suspects that that is exactly what Mick and Mac would have used.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since she didn't have the condition that it was supposed to be prescribed to her for.
Yeah.
And especially because she's
Pregnant.
Pregnant.
Yeah.
well, that, but she's some environmental activist who's always kind of getting in other people's business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know,
And the crime scene just sort of confirms this for him.
yeah.
So he goes to beat up Mick and Mac.
Yep. While they are training, in their gis.
Uh-huh. He shows up and they're like, hey, what's up? And he's like, so she's dead. And they're like, oh, that sucks. And he's like, yeah, why'd you do it?
And they're like, how do you know it was us?
And he tells them, and
Yeah.
they're like,
Okay, yeah.
business. I mean, we're not gonna lie, but, it happens.
So we get the fight scene.
Yeah, they say
Oh
the
my
odds are not
God.
in his favor, and they're wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're so good.
This has my favorite move in the movie, which is he gets Michael Jai White into, I don't know, triangle hold, whatever. He has his legs wrapped around the dude's neck, has his arm in almost an arm bar. So Michael Jai White does that
Stands
movie
up.
thing where he stands up and is ready to slam the dude into the ground.
And gets punched right in the goddamn mouth.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then flipped.
Yeah, yeah. Like full on fucking luchador style. It's great.
It was amazing. There's so many good stunts in this.
Mm-hmm. Like this whole fight scene is just this constant.
Barrage
Yes.
of beautiful hell.
Yes.
And in the middle, I don't remember which one. One of them was like, hey, if it's cool, you can kill my wife.
Yeah, that was Ray Park.
Yeah.
So that
he
gets
punches
him knocked the
extra hard.
fuck out.
And then after he's done kicking his shit out of them, Michael Jai White is like, well, why do you care? You're already done with the bitch. You were already done with the young lady. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
The fight goes on for like a really long time too.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, at this point, Scott Adkins knows that, you know, Milton is
A
the guy to
douchebag?
ask about this because, you know, obviously Mick and Mac don't know who hired them.
Yeah, well, that's kind of part of the thing. So you're
Mhm.
never supposed to know who hired you.
Yeah. But Milton's not at the bar.
And you're not allowed to beat him up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this around the time we get the backstory?
Yes.
I believe so, yeah. See, when Mike Fallon was a kid, he was a paper boy and constantly got beat up.
By like 15 other kids.
Yeah.
So he spotted this hitman at work and was like, hey, can you train me to kill people?
Well, after stalking him for 3
Yeah,
weeks and
yeah.
filming it,
Yeah.
he goes up to his house, knocks on the door, and it's like, hey, so I've seen what you do.
It's like, really?
He's
What
like,
do
oh,
you
what do
think
I
I
do?
do?
It's like, you kill people. It's like, who sent you? He's like, no one. I've just been following you, and I filmed it. Shows him part of the video and pulls him inside. He's like, what do you want? He's like, well, there's these kids who keep bullying me. Okay, and you wanna learn how to beat
defend
them up?
yourself?
He's like, no, I wanna kill them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So teach me how to kill them.
Yeah.
You can kind of understand it, but kind of not.
Yeah.
I don't know if there were like 12 dudes following me around, beating the shit out of me every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, the leader of him, he sneaks into the dude's apartment, like uses some gum to stick a piece of paper money, I'm not sure, maybe
$10. Quid, he
Pounds.
said, right?
yeah, £10 to what was it?
It was an aerial
antenna
antenna.
Yeah.
off of his balcony, and then just waits in a pile of laundry. I kept expecting the kid to turn and be like, "What the fuck?"
What are you doing in my laundry, you pervert?
But it works, and he throws him off the damn roof.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
well, the dude's reaching for the tenor.
And dude's
Splat.
dead.
Yeah. He does forget and leaves the tenor there, though.
Yeah.
Scumbag.
Also, what's his name took picture? Ray?
Yeah.
Ray
Yeah.
took pictures of him pushing the guy off the balcony.
So he's like, yeah, if you do anything, not only will everyone have these pictures, but I will murder you.
Yeah.
So they become best buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray teaches him how to fight, etc.
Yeah, he's like, I can offer you an assassin apprenticeship if you're up for it. And the voiceover from Scott Adkins is like, turns out I didn't want to be an astronaut after all.
Mhm.
Love this script.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great. So then we get a training montage,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just lighting shit on fire in a field.
Oh God! Right. Right. He teaches him all these ways to light people on fire. It's a shame this didn't come up later in the movie. But it was
Yeah.
still really entertaining.
That was kind of great. So doesn't he go visit Charlie?
I believe
after
so.
that?
And you
He's
know,
like, hey, I need information on whatever the hell she was like working on. Charlie's like, fuck off.
Fuck you.
You're a dick.
and then immediately Carnage Cliff comes through the fucking door with an axe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Scott Adkins has to fight this giant psychotic lumberjack man,
Mhm.
and
The axe
entire
gets stuck in the fucking
rooms are
floor.
getting ruined.
Yeah.
Charlie stabs Cliff with a knife,
Mm-hmm.
and he
Which just pisses him off.
he just goes into cocaine rage,
Mhm.
and yeah, his axe gets stuck in the ground, and then he gets stuck on the axe,
Yeah.
and then it's like, wait, Mike, what's going on? He's like, you were trying to kill me. He's like, I didn't know you were here, and then he's dead.
Yeah. It's basically he was so into it he didn't realize who he was even swinging an axe at.
Right.
So yeah, after that,
Charlie was the target.
yes, and mentions something about a hard drive at Beth's parents' house
Yeah.
that might have more information. So
Mhm.
he's like, cool, go there, do that. how do I make this look like an accident? Looks around and leaves.
Yeah. There's
Well, he
there's
did
no way.
fall on his own axe.
Yeah, but not in a place he should have been.
True.
And also, everything else is ruined.
Mhm.
Yes.
Like the TV.
All the cupboards.
He just broke into a random house, ruined it, and then
Died.
fell on his own axe accidentally.
I hate
Which,
when
in a
that
way,
happens.
is kind of true, but
That's kind of what happened.
kind of.
Yeah.
Bet the police had fun figuring that one out.
Mhm.
So now what? Is this when he goes to
Oleg's.
to Legs?
Yeah. Which is a
and,
massage place, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
And what's his fuck is there?
Fred.
Fred,
Fred's there.
And a big dude.
a
Mhm.
big dude who's trying to be threatening and gets punched in the nose and pretty much dies.
Yeah. So, of course...
Milton is in the back getting a
Yeah.
massage from a very large man.
Yeah,
And Scott Adkins comes in and just wangs him with this thing with a handle. I don't even know
Kettlebell.
what it was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just right in the face.
And the dude falls onto Milton, so Milton is pinned down.
Because
Yes.
Milton is tiny and this dude is a goddamn monster.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, then Mike's like, hey, so you're going to tell me stuff or I'm going to start breaking your goddamn feet.
Mm-hmm. First he punches him in the face a few times, you know, just
A
to
few.
soften him up.
And Milton's like, you can't do that. And he's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
So eventually he gets the information about, who hired him.
Yes. Which was a dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember his name.
Yeah, it was basically a dude from an oil company.
Oh, Den. It was,
Yeah, this, was it another accountant?
yeah, it was the
Yeah.
second
Yeah,
accountant.
accountant from an oil company. So, obviously, he goes to pay a visit.
That he does.
Yeah. Makes it clear that he can, pass off these bruises as, damage from the fall out the window.
Uh-huh.
Explains the
I
term
love that moment.
defenestration.
Yeah, he's like, well, they're not going to question the bruises. What bruise? Punches him in the face.
Yeah.
And you walk right into that one, dumbass. So...
Defenestration.
Yeah.
He gets information about who is behind all this.
And he gets
This
recordings
is
of
Yeah.
Milton being a douchebag,
On the phone,
pretty
yeah.
much. Yeah. And
And then Mick and Mac come in with machine guns.
And blow away the guy you said he might get to live.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh, God,
at
that
s-
fucking
At some
line.
point,
The dude's like, you'll kill me whether I talk or not.
and he's like, I don't know, self-reflection, whatever. And then later in what he's saying, he says, "You keep talking, and I'll keep you posted on how this whole self-reflection thing plays out."
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And then, yeah, a little bit later, he's like, so you're not gonna kill me, right? And, I mean, he doesn't, but
Yeah.
Mick and Mac fucking do.
Yeah.
So we get another fight scene.
So good.
It is great.
Yeah.
So Mick and Mac walk in the room, shooting everything. Scott Adkins is hiding behind a very, very sturdy table, which we saw demonstrated because Scott Adkins couldn't even break it by slamming a man into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Um,
very sturdy table.
So they go to throw a grenade at him, and he vaults over the table and kicks it back.
Mhm.
It was so cool.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he beats the shit out of them for a while, and then Mick
Yeah.
accidentally shoots Mac.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like a
lot.
A lot.
And then
Yeah.
Mike just pushes him onto Mick, and he's just dying. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoops!
Yeah.
And then he, lights out.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so then Mike goes to leave the room, and Pete tries to jump on
Oh,
him,
yeah.
chloroform. And why would... Dumbass, why would you do that?
Yeah, and he's got like a syringe
He's got, like,
too. full
Two,
of
and he
poison.
gets one kicked out of his hand, and the other one shoved into his neck, and then he gets kicked off the, second or
Yeah.
third floor, and
Mhm.
he just...
He's
Slap.
gone. Yeah. Spitting up blood.
Mm-hmm.
So then Mike walks down the stairs, and he's trying to leave, and,
Fred, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Fred shows up. And Mike's like, what are you doing? He's like, I have to kill you. He's like, you're not going to? He's like, yeah, this isn't really my kind of thing. I'm a tactical killer, and yeah. And Mike's like, I got an idea. I'm open to suggestions. Punches him in the face, knocks him out.
Oh god, we skipped a bit in the fucking Oleg's massage, where he's like, they're in a similar situation, and so Mike's like, you know what? I'll tell you what. We'll make a bet. I'll flip through one of your phone books, and if the name in the corner has a certain number of
like more
letters,
than 5,
letters,
then you get to whatever.
I'll go to Ray's with you. If not, then I leave. And it's like, okay, and he just hits him in the face with the fucking phone book and knocks him out.
He flips through it for a little bit and
boom.
Wham!
Yeah.
That was brilliant. Did we talk about the poison guy?
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's dead.
Yeah.
So
We didn't talk about why they're after him.
Ray sent them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, now we've
Because-
talked about it.
Because, big scary guy is dead.
well, yeah.
Yeah. And then we didn't say that he got the hard drive from Beth.
Oh, right, yeah.
He did that, yeah.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
On the bus.
There was a bus.
Yeah.
It was a double-decker bus.
Oh, and now he's got the trick band-aids thanks to knocking Fred out the second time.
Yes.
Yes.
He took his briefcase.
Yeah. And the band-aids say Adkins on them.
Which is kind of great.
Yeah.
Adkins brand.
Oh, and also Ray sent,
Jane.
yeah.
To
Jane.
protect the dude.
Yeah, to protect Zim. And Jane was really angry about this because she just wants to kill Mike. Because, it's a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's awesome.
Yeah.
So we see her and Zim,
Mm-hmm.
and he's all like, you sure this is enough?
Yeah,
Like,
do we have enough men?
yeah.
She's like, we have more than enough men.
And immediately they're all gone.
Yeah.
And Mike is there.
She's like, one woman will take care of this for
Yeah.
you.
She even hands Zim her fucking sword.
And is like, go lock yourself in this room. I'm gonna kill this guy.
Yeah. And we get the best fight of her movie career so
Yes.
far.
I love that she's the final boss.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good fight,
It
too.
is.
It's a
Beautiful
very
fight.
good fight.
Yeah.
So many kicks. They are both like kick specialists. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
But eventually she starts losing.
And he
so,
kicks her through a door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Zim throws her the sword. And,
And
she
she's all
starts
like-
less losing.
Yes, and he's all like, I bet you want to fuck me. And she's like, I want to fucking kill you. So then he stabs her. He gets the sword and
Yeah,
stabs her. And is like,
After she says something about his ex.
Mm-hmm.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that she wanted to be the one to kill his ex.
So he gets angry,
Yeah.
beats the shit out of her, takes the sword, stabs her, and is like, yeah, you still want to fuck me. And he kicks her into the fountain.
Yeah, it's a really good shot, actually.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
So then there's Zim trying to buy his way out of this.
And, Mike pretends to think about it for a second, and it's just like, no, I'm just going to straight up murder you. Quote.
Yeah.
And cuts his fucking head off.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Whoosh.
very nice.
Very, very nice.
Yes.
So then we see Ray and Milton hanging out at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
and Milton's being a slimy douchebag like normal, and Ray's all like,
Ray's still a little pissed off at Milton about his various fuck-ups.
of course, but
Mhm.
he's all like, something feels weird
Mhm.
about this all. And Milton's like, it's cool, they probably just don't have good reception, that's why we can't get a hold of any of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine, just bring them all back here. It's all fine. So Mike's there,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and Ray's pissed off.
Yeah. Yeah, and Mike's like, yeah, the team's not available.
And Ray's like,
Yeah, so Mike
Yeah.
plays the little recording of Milton on the phone, ordering the hit on Mike. Well, not being given the order of the hit on Mike and being like, yeah, I got the perfect guy for it.
And then Ray absolutely stomps Milton.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
beats the shit out of him.
So bad.
So after a little conversation,
Things kind of relax.
yeah, and Mike offers Milton a Band-Aid.
A whole box of them.
Uh-huh.
And Milton's like, oh, thanks, that's so sweet. Starts putting them on. He's like, oh, is this cool? And Ray's like, oh, here, let's put this one up here.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have a drink, and they're sitting there for a few seconds, and Milton just dies.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
foaming at the mouth and dead.
Yep.
Yeah. And they're both really surprised that Fred's, bandages actually worked.
Yeah?
Well, Ray owes him $100.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and Mike's like, yeah, no, they're not all dead, just... I didn't mean to kill, Cliff.
Yeah.
Jane's dead.
And, Mac is collateral damage. Mick's gonna have to learn to deal with that.
Yeah. And, Pete's dead, because fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, Ray pulls out a shotgun
Yeah.
Yep.
and is like, I could fucking kill you right now, and I want to. Mike's like, but you won't. Ray's
Yeah.
like, we're done, leave.
Mm-hmm.
So he leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets a little bit of voiceover to explain that he's going to continue murdering people
Just
for
in another
money.
city, probably.
Yeah.
Because that's what he knows how to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's true, he hasn't trained for any other kind of job.
Yeah.
Well, he's a very bad paper boy.
Yeah.
He'd
Yeah.
probably be better at it now. Let's
Yes.
be
A
honest.
little, but
He can run really fast, and he knows martial arts. So he'd be great at Paperboy.
I
Yeah,
suppose.
just beat the shit out of everyone.
Uh-huh.
And give him a paper. Don't. I knew it was. God damn it.
So yeah, this movie's fucking awesome.
Yes.
It is.
The fight scenes are great. The dialogue's mostly great. The story's easy to follow along with and fun.
Yeah, it doesn't like try to do too much and lose itself, which a lot of action movies do. A
Yeah.
lot of movies do in general.
Yeah.
Just shitty and annoying.
It's an incredibly male-centric movie, and it does have that thing where a woman has to be brutalized for a man to get revenge. But I love the action so much that that's just a footnote.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great.
And to be fair, at least she didn't suffer.
That's true.
Although
Yeah.
the bit where he explains how they made it look like rape.
Yeah, that
is-
was...
Oh god, yeah.
It was
They,
a little
Two
gratuitous.
crackheads to jerk off into a turkey baster.
and he was like, yeah. And then we just. Mike's like, no, don't.
It's a very interesting little movie. It's
It is.
When you think of a martial artist making like his dream project to show off his skills, you don't picture something quite this funny.
No,
No.
Or this like out there, honestly, because this is kind of out there.
it is.
He was showing off his skills at many things.
Indeed, indeed.
I
Like,
hope that he makes more movies.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I would really like to see a sequel to this.
Yes.
Well, half the team's still alive.
Yeah. Plus, apparently, there's at least one more Accident Man storyline. So,
Cool.
Good.
yeah,
Please?
Yeah, I kind of love this movie.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like. Not only is it a bunch of badasses just doing what badasses do, they were like, hey, cameraman, so you're going to go here, and then a few seconds later, you're going to kind of step over here, and we're not going to edit a goddamn thing. We're just going to do everything in one shot and leave it like that.
That's what makes it beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of really nice long takes.
Yes.
So many. So many that you kind of like. You stop noticing them.
But not that.
Unlike this light.
Yeah, it's
Fucking-
really getting on my nerves. Ah, well.